Hi, Amanda. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, and oracle card advisor. Nice to see you today. So, for my first timers, I always like to say, I hear, I see, I feel, I know, I sense. Sometimes I taste and smell. I have most of the senses. Um, where was I going with that? I'm joking myself up. Anyway, um, when it comes to names, you might have to think outside the box. So don't throw the whole reading out and poo-poo it just because I don't get names exact anymore. Don't know why, but I usually get at least first first letter. So you'll have an idea who we're talking about if that comes up. Um, didn't get his first name. I hate calling them hey you. Since I don't get names correctly, I'm not even going to attempt it. So we know who we're talking to. He comes in. He comes in beating on a set of drums. He's sitting there like he's in a band type of drums. Throws a drumstick up in the air. He catches it. He twirls it between his fingers like a baton. I mean, he's really getting into it. He's really into it. He's loving the music. He's talking about rock and roll. And we'll say they never waste a message. So even if there's something in here that you don't understand now, you will understand it later, or you'll remember it later. He says, "Hi, how you doing, baby cakes? We did good by what we made, didn't we?" Beautiful, beautiful little ones. He's all like busting at the seams, proud of himself. He says, "Yes, I know. I wasn't there enough for that." He says, "Hearts are hearts are hearts are hearts. Not OUR hearts, but hearts, ARE, our hearts are hearts, ARE hearts." So at least I think it's ARE. Yes, hearts are hearts are hearts. Don't know what he means. So hopefully you understand that. Coming over here. Oh, he's looking at all my stuff. They don't usually come over here and read all my stuff. He's looking at all my stuff. He goes, "Look at you. Look what you got. I didn't know we could do this." He thinks it's pretty cool. So now he's asking me questions and he's pointing at my stuff. How does that work? How does that work? We're supposed to be talking to her. Now he's moving behind me. He's checking out my stuff over here. He has had plenty of time to do this. I've got some of my cards and stuff over here. Oh, he said he couldn't do it before because I don't allow them in my home until I ask for them. I don't want every spirit just running around playing all the time. They're allowed to come in my home if they announce themselves and tell me who they are and why they're here. He said I did invite him. Okay. You can look at that later. He's mentioning a female with a C or a CH name. My bad habit. Let me get him back over here. He's roaming around my house. They don't usually do that. You're here to talk to me. All right, get back over here, buddy. He's talking about his favorite team. His favorite team. His favorite team, but they're not a pro team. Okay, I see kids kicking a soccer ball. He's sitting on the sidelines cheering. Cheering. I don't know how old your kids are. I'm trying to see if they're boys or girls out there playing. He's sitting on the sidelines watching. He's frozen in this picture, so I'm not sure where we're frozen in this picture. Because I see kids out in the field, and I still can't tell. I want to say they're female, but I can't tell for sure. And there's like a sideline coach or ref or whatever. So this is what I call spiritual charades. He's froze on this picture, so I have to describe it, and I don't understand it, but hopefully I describe it well enough that you'll understand. So it's like they're running down the field and they're froze. And the sideline coach or goalie, or not goalie, I'm sorry, coach or ref is running down the field with them, watching them. So their backs to me. We're frozen on this picture, and I don't know why. He's not explaining. So I honestly don't know if this is a memory or showing that he actually goes to these games and this is what he's watching. But now I'm in slow motion. So he's making a big point of this ref or coach staying in the picture as this is going along. They never waste a message. They don't waste their energy. So there is a reason for this. They're all coming to the sideline. There's 2 or 3 or 4 of them making a nosedive for the ball. They're not supposed to touch it with their hands. They're late. I'm confused what he's showing me. They're all going down for the ball, but they're putting their body and their hands on it. And you can't do that in soccer. I don't know exactly what he's showing. Okay, we're coming down from that. I let them run the show because they know what they want to say. He's shown himself dressed in clothes that you sent me the picture of. He's in a house. He's very comfy. He's holding a cigarette in his left hand, and he's making a point of showing me the left hand. Something smoking in his left hand. He says, yes, the girls loved me. Yes, I played the field. going with this. Alright, I seem to be kind of stuck here. I knew where my commitment was. He said, how could I resist you? Okay, he's showing me he's got this drumstick again. And he's in your house. He's tapping on the wall. So imagine what that noise would sound like. You're going to hear that. If you haven't heard it already, you're going to hear that. He's trying to let you know that he's there. And he's taking the two drumsticks and he's doing it on the living room coffee table. Even if he didn't play the drums, he likes it. He wanted to, or he drummed all the time with his fingers, or some of the things that they come through with are so cryptic that hopefully you understand it. He's showing a little girl in her room, in bed. I think she's asleep. And he's singing to her. He's singing some kind of a lullaby to her. It's a little lullaby love song, but I can't quite hear it. He starts out with Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And then I hear, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. He's singing, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Make me happy when skies are gray. He makes me want to cry when he gets, you'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. And he hugs her as she's sleeping. Actually, he's staying right there. Now he's going from there to a car. He's got the music cranked up to the hilt. He's beeping and bopping, and he must have tapped on things a lot because now he's tapping on the dash to the music. Like he's a drummer behind the wheel, on the steering wheel, on the dash. He had a very high vibration. And music will help do that for you. Somebody's in there with him. I believe it's you on the passenger side. And this may not have actually happened, but this is the way he felt. It's like you ask him, where are we going? And he goes, anywhere we want. We're just going to go. We don't have any main plan. We're just going to do it. Just really lighthearted, carefree. Not a worry in the world. He said, yes, I had worries. Excuse me. He's now he's out polishing the car, wiping the dust off of it. He says, music is the way I'm going to talk to you. Okay, so he wants me to explain how I do it with my Bob, who's somebody that I love very much. Bob talks to me through music. So let's say I go to my spot, I say, first song on the jukebox. I want it to be a message from you. Or when I get in my vehicle to leave, I go first song on the radio. Sometimes I'll be driving down the street and I'll hear a song and go, ooh, I feel like that's from you. And a truck just like his will drive by. Or be sitting at the stop sign. Or there will be some other thing associated at the same time. When I leave the cemetery, first song on the radio, it needs to be a message from you. So try these, because he definitely likes the music, definitely loves the music. And he's still a beat bopping. He's mentioning baseball. Twins. Something about twins. I don't know if he's talking about the name of something or actual set of twins. Let's see, we're switching. Hang on. He says when he left it was quick. And he's showing an older than me. When my granddaughter says old, I'll go, old like your mom, old like me, or old like my mom? Which old are you speaking of? Older than me, white-haired lady. Um, I wouldn't say she's plump, but she's not skinny. Kind of a round face. Yeah, all of us old people have glasses. She's wearing a necklace similar to this. Not like it, but similar to this. So I think that maybe you'll be able to pick her out from that. I see the letter C. She was there to greet him. And there's also a man, excuse me, I should have brought my tea. There's also a man behind her, but he's dim. They want you to know that he was there, but he's not a prominent, he's not going to step forward. So this would be like a grandmother to him, grandmother type figure. I always say grandmother type because sometimes your next door neighbor that you've lived next to your whole life Could feel more like a grandmother than your real grandmother who lives across the country. Doesn't have to be blood, but usually is. She can sort of welcome him, grab him, pull him into her bosom, and hug him. And he tells her, "Great to see you. Where's the cookies?" Now he's showing, now this is back down here, that's not up there. He's showing that he had a lot of friends. There's like male, female, everybody just attracted to him. He was always, "Come on, let's go. Let's go do something. Let's go party. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's go. Let's go." "I'm all in," he says. He says, he sees you and you're sitting at a table and you're looking at bills and he sees you worrying about them and he's showing taking money out of his billfold and laying it on the table next to you. So there is some way that he's going to provide some kind of help with the finances. He says, "Got to take care of the babies." And he actually tries, usually they'll show me the exact side and everything that they're going to do it, but he's showing me this, the left side, and he's trying to brush your hair back as you're bent over, looking at the bills and worrying, not knowing that he's there. He's brushing your hair back. So sometimes, like if you just barely touch your hair and you can just barely feel it, because it won't feel like my hand doing this, but like if a fly lands on this spiky stuff, I can feel it, but barely. Or sometimes I tell people it feels like head lice, it feels like, see, I'm itching. So it'll feel like bugs crawling sometimes. Sometimes it'll make this ear hotter than hell. It'll be his energy getting that close. Or it could just feel like the wind doing this, but it's only going to be in one spot. He says he wishes he could help more. He wishes he could ease some of that worry for you. And again, he takes his billfold out and he's laying money. He says, "I'm sorry I left you with such a burden." But you've stepped up to the plate. I couldn't be more proud of you. You're getting your shit together. You do need to move on, but I'm still going to be right there. Don't doubt me. You have reason to doubt me, but don't doubt me on this. I do care. I wish things could have been different. I understand and see things different now. I see the bigger picture now. find them a good dad. Because I will be pushing you if I don't think they are. They deserve it. They deserve more than what I gave them. And he shows me like you must have a pretty good support system around you, because he's showing like several people in a circle around the kids. The other one, not the girl that he was in the bedroom with, but the whatever the other one is, chip off the old block. Be careful. Watch that one. He says. They're such wonderful little children. He says they should be. They're mine. He says these kids have some great potential. Great potential. And he's not talking about just because they're his. These kids have something maybe a little special about them. It's almost like there's something that they already know. Don't let them get too hard-hearted. Hard-hearted. I talk a little funny with my T. Make sure you're always there for the snuggles with them, because you can't get it back. And he's showing you sitting on the couch with, sorry, with the kids coming up. You have a bowl of popcorn, and they're snuggling with you watching TV. And once again, he's tapping on the coffee table. He says, I will never be far away. Talk to me, I can hear you. I don't think he's really given a lot of validations, though. I don't spend my whole readings doing validating every single thing in your life. Really hasn't. I think there's anything he's really given for validation. Let's see if we can get him to do that. Other than the tapping and stuff. But that's unusual. He's not giving me anything for validations. So the girl that he was singing to in the bedroom, she knows that he's there, but she hasn't exactly acknowledged him. How do I say this? She knows, she feels, or she dreams of him or something, and doesn't show that she's interacting with him. So I don't know if she's acknowledging it from her end, but she knows he's there. And he says he always will be. And that grandma will be too. it's funny because they can actually influence your life more than you know. The people and the things that they can bring, and you've got your free will choice to, they can bring people to you, they can bring opportunities to you, and you have the free will choice to go yes or no, and take the harder road or the road that they open the doors to. They can they can do a lot of things. They just can't make you. They can't make you make those choices. Those choices are yours, if that makes sense. Still asking him, have some validation. He's like, uh-uh. I, well, I don't know. I hope there's something in here, at least something you, so you know. I just want you to know that it's him. I don't want to spend the whole reading doing it. I just like to have a couple of things so you know that he's talking to you. He says she'll know. And he says it's okay for you to move on. It's time. It's time to live your life. Don't forget about me. He said. He says, I know you won't. And he says, I know you'll bring up the kids to know who I was. I'm just me. Because I'm just me. I had big plans. Even though I just kind of do. I actually had big plans. Didn't know I was leaving so quick. He's not even going to tell me how he left. I'm going to quit asking him for validations, I guess, because he's not going to give them up. I can't make them. Can't make them do anything. But there's always a reason for what they do or say or whatever. He says, I do love you. I honor you. I honor you for being the mother of my children. I honor you for being the kind-hearted person that you are. And he actually bows down to you. He says, thank you for stepping up. Don't let anybody squash them and hold them down. There's something special about your kids. Something special that they need to be. They need to be. They need to be able to fly a little bit. He says, let them fly, and they will come back and land. Just don't let them go down the wrong road. And he's showing how he's going to grab them by the shoulder and turn them if they try. Back that way. He's showing himself in a canoe, paddling a canoe. Hopefully this is a validation for you. Thanks, buddy. And it looks like there's other people around, so it looks like a canoe trip. Anyway, he's still on the canoe trip. I don't know other than there's several canoes and people, and he's kind of spinning his around. They're they're almost having like a sword game with the paddles, almost like a jousting type thing, like trying to knock the other one out of the canoe. And just laughing their ass off. Somebody's singing. Everybody's laughing. And then out of this, he says, and I'm loving you. I'm loving you, and I have a lot of respect for you. Okay, so it's coming out of that. I let them run the show. He's showing a birthday cake. There's one candle on this one. I'm not sure why there's. I think it's just one candle, just representing that it's a birthday cake with a candle on it. He doesn't have any certain number of candles on it. It's not. I don't think it's just for somebody having a number one birthday. He says, I will be at every one of their birthdays. Somehow, he's going to let you know that he's there. And he would like for you to welcome him. Let him know that he's welcome to be there for the birthdays of the kids. Somehow you'll know he's there. He's back to the drumming. I think you're going to hear a lot of this drumming. Just dance to the beat of your own drum. And he says, what does Rhonda tell everybody? Be you. Be you. Dance to your own beat. Dance to your own drum. With that, he's blowing you a kiss. He's throwing red roses at you. So that could very possibly be a sign too that you'll find random red roses or rose petals just in weird places. You know, if you go in a flower shop, of course you're going to see red roses, but you're gonna be drawn to them. Like you, why do I feel like I need to look over here and there's going to be like walking through Walmart, and there'll be a rose sitting there or something. He says he does love you. With his pea picking heart. Salute. And he's gone. So I hope there's something in here you understand. Let me know. Well, I hated calling him Hey You. That's why I like to have their first name. And much love to you. See you later. Thanks for allowing me to talk to your loved one. I love his energy. He had such a pure, bouncy, loving energy. Just full of life. I want to say full of life. It's still full of life. I really like his energy. Anyway, much love to you. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, and oracle card advisor. See you later. Don't forget to pay it forward.